Go. What's up, YouTube? It's me, LJ, along with It's me, LJ, along with Max.
What up, guys?
What is going on? Anyway, we are going to be reviewing... This is going to be a weekly review show where we review newly released movies to DVD.
Yeah, not the movies.
No, because we can't afford that.
No, way too much.
I mean, we're going to the movies every friggin' week, trying to figure out on Friday, of all days, trying to figure out what movies to see and what you want to know sucked and didn't suck, and who cares? Anyway, this week we're going to review Paranormal Activity 2. Hopefully I said that correctly.
I think you did.
And I enunciated properly.
I believe so, yes.
Because we're from the South, in case you haven't noticed. And anyway,
Ooh.
I watched this movie the other day. We was trying to get this out like immediately after the movie came out anyway. You know, stuff be getting in the way. You know, it's not like I don't have a wife, some kids. You know, Matt's got a job, and
Yeah.
a couple dogs at the house, and
Yeah.
brother, and dad, you know, all that stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
not that you need to know all that, but anyway, let's get right to it. So, it's okay to laugh. It's okay
Wow.
to laugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not going to act too. Yes, we are. But anyway.
Yeah, we're morons. In case you haven't noticed.
You watched the movie, Max?
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah. For all you people who are just tuning in, we're about to review this movie here. There was a Paranormal Activity 2, and I want you to know that if you liked it, you're probably going to listen to what I got to say.
Oh, then that means I want to hear it.
It was pretty bad, actually. In fact, I thought the story was laughable, how they tried to force this thing to happen and come up with their own rules as to what would make the ghost more active if you paid attention to it. It would become more active, when it was plenty active before. Really, they just needed an excuse to put cameras in there so they could make a movie. And I think it was very, very obvious. I will say one good thing about the movie, because that's my thing, I can always come up with at least one good thing about a movie. It was a little freaky in places, and if you let it, you would have problems sleeping. Maybe. I had a little problem for about 15, 20 minutes.
I'm not going to lie, I was walking to the bathroom about 3 o'clock this morning. I was kind of freaked out that something was just going to drag me down the stairs. I mean, I'm just saying. Has that ever happened to you? Anyway.
Wow.
The movie is starring, let's see, make sure I get... Who cares who it's starring? Really?
I forgot to look up this information.
Honestly, I spent time to look up this information because these people, I don't know who they are. Really.
They were in part one, a couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them were. The dad, Daniel Ray, is played by David Berend. I guess that's the way you say his name. The daughter, Allie Ray, I didn't even catch her name during the movie, honestly, is Molly Ephraim. Katie is the sister who was from part one, and she is played by Katie Featherston. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the mom, Christy Ray, is played by Sprague Graydon, and Hunter's the baby. I didn't catch his name. It sounds like Max did not like the movie. I, however, thought it was kind of the Blair Witch Project meets, I don't know, somebody's Crazy Home Movies or something like that. It was done in the true format to the first one, you know, people running around with video cameras. And sometimes I wondered, like, why exactly do they always have this video camera? I understand the guy installed, you know, cameras all through the house and everything. But what really made me mad about this movie, not that I don't share his view. I didn't hate the movie. It's good if you're cleaning and the movie's on. It's pretty good. I mean, seriously, it's definitely good to clean during this movie. Because when something happens, you run back in there, put down the broom. Ah! Rewind, you know, you want to watch it. But if you're just going to sit there and then mostly just focus on the movie, you're probably going to nod off a little bit until something stupid happens. Like somebody gets drugged down the stairs or, but the house, the cleaning lady or whatever she was, running around with the baby and the little thing everywhere. And she's like trying to get the spirit to go away. I thought that was hilarious. And I literally laughed like crazy because the dad gets on my nerves. Like he watches his home movie from the camera and he sees the pool cleaning equipment be pulled by nothing up out of the water and he's like, oh, I gotta check the settings on that. I'm like, you're a freaking moron. If that happened to me, I would just jump up and like run out of the house, run down the street. I'd move in somewhere else.
Now, if someone wants to believe something, they'll look hard enough and they'll find it.
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't think it was a terrible movie. Definitely a rental. Unless, of course, you're 16 or 17 or 13 or 12, which if you're that young, you really shouldn't be watching this stuff anyway. But if you are, you know, I don't know, a teenager, mid-teens, upper teens, whatever, you'll probably get a kick out of this movie. It'll, you know, make your girlfriend like say, ah! You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I really could have just not watched it. It would have been all right with me. But, you know, it was one we picked that was coming out that we thought people might want to hear about in case you haven't seen it. And I forgot already who it stars again. I'm not even going to read it back. But I do disagree somewhat. You know, the movie I thought was okay. It wasn't the worst movie ever.
No, it wasn't.
You know what I mean?
No, that would be another movie that I'm not going to mention. We keep going away.
No. It's that doggone timer.
Yeah, no, this movie wasn't the worst movie ever made. I really don't want to mention the worst movie ever made because it might make less viewers because people love the movie, but it sucked. It has something to do with a pot and a dude that's hairy.
Oh my gosh. A pot and the dude that's hairy?
Yeah, no, it's basically what I think
now
about this movie.
Now I've forgot what movie that is.
Yeah, this movie here, though, if you are easily entertained, very easily entertained, or if you just love to be scared for, like, just random reasons, then maybe you should watch this movie. But I would recommend not even hitting the red box. Don't spend $1 on it. Watch it for free if you will. Well, actually, I wouldn't even recommend spending the 2 hours that it takes to watch this movie, or hour and a half, however long it is, because it's just a waste of your time, personally.
It could be good in a sense of if you got like a bunch of people at your house, and then you turned off all the lights, and you know, and it was close to bedtime, so in case you fell asleep, it didn't matter. You know, and then you could watch it, you know,
and
maybe be scared a little bit. And of course, if your age is 15 and below, it'll probably freak you right on out, nightmare, you know, that sort of thing. Again, I didn't think it was the greatest movie ever. I didn't think it was the worst movie ever. You know, like Robin Hood Men in Tights, for instance. Probably the worst movie ever made. Women in Tights. Who cares? I don't want to see that. I don't even swing that way.
I was thinking Narnia.
Really?
I was thinking Narnia was the worst one ever made. But
Narnia. Well, see, I'm one of the few people that hasn't seen Narnia, and quite honestly, the movie I hear is very long, so I doubt I'll be wasting the time to see that.
Yeah, no, if you got to watch a movie in which you have to create your own atmosphere in order to make it good, like this movie, it's too much work, really. I mean, you should be getting paid for it. So just rent a movie that you're going to enjoy to begin with.
Yes.
Like the movie we're going to be reviewing next week.
Yes. And I forgot the name of that one.
Unstoppable.
With
Denzel Washington and some white dudes that I don't know.
And they're going to hack and slash and commando people. No, I'm kidding. But again, this movie, you know, I didn't think it was terrible. If you want to rent it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Turn off all the lights, watch it at night, you know, that sort of thing. It'd probably freak you out a little bit. But my favorite part is the end. I won't spoil it, but my favorite part is the end. Just like in the first one, because really nothing happens from, you know, the first hour and a half of the movie or whatever it is. And then the last 10 minutes. And I wish my birds would shut up. I can't record anything without the freaking birds.
What kind of person has birds? I mean, I don't get it. What's wrong
You
with
ever
dogs?
seen the movie Birds? When the birds attack the people?
No.
Yeah, it was an old movie. And the birds like come down and attack and peck people and they're crazy. Yeah, I don't watch that either.
Sounds better than the movie we've seen.
It used to be on the like Elvira
Mistress of the Dark.
You know, she used to do that thing.
Yeah,
we're old, okay?
Yeah.
We old, man. We old. That's just the way it is. Is there anything you need to say as far as this movie goes?
No, I do want to agree with you though. The ending is good. It kind of well, if you like the first one, watch this one, and you'll respect the ending a lot more. Yeah.
And I really don't have anything else to say about it. No. On a scale of buy or rent definitely if you got to, preferably $1's worth. And don't be late taking it back neither, because you don't need to spend any more money on it than you have to. It's all right. It was all right for me. And that's about it. So that's our review of Paranormal Activity 2.
Peace out.
And we will see you next week with Unstoppable. Later.